Yeah.
Are we on here? Oh, start the clock, too? All right, well, so welcome to Hometown Cable's presentation of CVAC Boys Soccer, coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School here in beautiful downtown Champlain. This is the third place game of the NCCS Cougar Pizza Hut tournament, invitational tournament. We've got the Peru Indians in their home white versus the AuSable Valley Patriots in the away blue. Just underway here on this beautiful, warm, early evening on Friday night, September 3rd, 2010. Calvin Castine on the camera, Joe Southwick here on the microphone. And get the players and numbers lined up for you here in just a second. But again, we're just underway, the third place game here in the Consolation third game. They refer to it as a third place game, which I guess is more politically correct. And I need to have this. And where'd my other one go? No. Oh, it's on the back of that. That's okay. We'll get to it. Go ahead, Dale. Do your thing.
Nope.
Alrighty, so what's going on so far, Calvin?
3 goals while you're looking at
3 goals while we were playing around,
Yep.
and we missed everything. So it looks like the Indians are lining up for a goal kick. I apologize for not paying attention, trying to get all of paperwork together here so I can.
Well, let's point out that you're also running the clock and keeping the scorebook at the same
Right,
time.
right. I apologize. I mean, I appreciate.
Not chewing gum.
I appreciate all the support, Calvin, and all the nice things you're saying, but get myself worked into this whole process here, and the thing will be going smoothly by, I would say maybe the 20-minute mark of the first half. We'll have everything down.
Now, see, over in Shazy, I need 2 guys just to do the play-by-play.
Understood.
You're doing the play-by-play, keeping the clock, keeping the scorebook.
Yeah, and
selling hot dogs at halftime.
no, I'm not going to sell hot dogs. But if you hang around before the start of the championship game, I might be doing a PA announcing as well. So here's the Indians turn the ball back the other way. It'll take me just a second to get some names. That's Fordham. Actually, I think we got this backwards. Peru is.
It's tough when they're both blue and white to figure out who's.
I can tell by looking at the. I can tell by.
Blue.
Yeah, I can tell by looking at the players. Okay, I'm sorry. We got this backwards. The Indians are in the away jerseys, and the Patriots are in the home jerseys. So that'll make it a little easier for me to call out the numbers and names. This is the Indians on the attack. There's a ball that gets squirted out. It'll be out of bounds. It'll be throw in for the Patriots. Number 1 for the Patriots is Adam Butler. He gets that in to number 9. That's Ryan Lee. He gets that taken away from him in the midfield, but gets the ball back. Takes it across the midfield stripe, looking for a little bit of help. Splits 2 Peru defenders. Takes it down the right wing. He gets by number 12. That's Kyler Kennedy. And it would be number 21, Travis Turgeon. Takes that ball away, sends it back, and gets knocked over the end line by Nick Rhino. So that'll be a goal kick for the Indians.
Let's mention the officials while we have a moment, Joe.
Absolutely. The officials for tonight's contest are Mr. Bushy and Mr. Dickinson.
Gene and Jeff.
Right, Gene and Jeff for all the folks that are unfamiliar name terms with them. There's a throw in for the Indians. That's number 3, Justice Ruff. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll be a Patriots throw in. This is Ryan Lee with the throw. He sends it into the box for number 6. That would be TJ Burrell. Ball rolls out of bounds, and the Patriots get another throw in. Sends that into the box, but it's defended there by number 20. That's Tim Powers. Knocks that back out of bounds. So it'll be another throw in. That's Lee battling with it, and that goes out of bounds, so it'll be another Patriot throw in. Fires that one into the box. Here's an opportunity for the Patriots, but a nice block by Turgeon. Ball is cleared out, comes back out to midfield to Robert Lee. He battles with it, still has possession, looking to get a shot off. He does, and that's aiming for the corner. Nice stop by Dennis on a nice hard shot by Robert Lee from the top of the 18. So that's the first real quality scoring opportunity the Patriots have seen so far in the first 6 minutes of the contest. All right, here's the Patriots with a corner kick. It's number 10, Robert Lee, with the kick. Sends it into the middle of the box. It's headed out by Taylor Spear. And the Patriots trying to regroup. Butler sends the ball up to the left wing, but that gets intercepted by the Indians. The Indians trying to come away with it, and it looks like that might go down as a trip. So the Indians get a restart here. A little offensive pressure in the first opening minutes of the game, but since then it's been all AuSable. Indians trying to get a little bit of action going here. We get a little. There's a nice through ball into the box. There's number 10, gets a shot, and he scores. Tyler Spear takes a nice through ball and doesn't make any mistake on that. Beat his defender and put a nice low shot in the corner. And puts the Indians out on top, 1-0 here with 32-35 to play in the first half. From 20. All right, so we get the official word from Gene Bushy. The goal goes to number 10, Taylor Spear, assisted by number 20, Tim Powers, on a nice play by the Indians to make it a nice through ball. Caught the AuSable defense on a little bit of a letdown. Here goes Spear again, trying to work himself loose in the box, but he gets defended there. Ball comes out towards midfield, but here's Turgeon with it. I'm sorry, that's not Turgeon. That would be Kennedy. He's working on it, but here come the Patriots back the other way. Again, that's Lee. Sends a long ball down for Sprague. But the Peru defense is there to turn that back around. It would be a Patriot throw-in. This is Pulsifer. He turns and sends a long cross. Goes through the box. It's corralled by Blaze. Blaze looking for some help, and he's defended there by Jacob Dick, who sends a long ball up to the back line. But there's no Indians there to help out with that, so Patriots bring the ball back the other way. This is Robert Lee. He's dribbling by everybody. He's got a lot of space. He's got Powers defending him. He might have held that one a little bit too long. Here's Powers again. Powers sends the ball up. That's defended there nicely by number 13. That's Nick Rhino. And there's a trip. So we'll have a restart. Take just a second here to announce that goal. Indians goal scored by number 10. right, folks, there was a lot of action going on there. Sorry that didn't get any play-by-play commentary on it, but just as rough. Hit an unassisted goal. I got to apologize. Didn't see how it all went down, but I'm sure it was a beauty. Here's the Patriots again. They looking to get the pressure off of them at this point, down 2 goals with 10 minutes gone in the contest. I'm sure they're looking at an opportunity to regroup. This back line sends the ball out to the midfield. Here's the here come the Patriots with a little bit of space. That's Kennedy. He gets taken down. Well, the Patriots will have a restart here. About 35 yards out.
I was at Shazy last night, but you were here, Joe. A couple of close games.
I read it in the paper.
You were here?
I was here. Oh, I thought you meant in Shazy.
No, here, yeah.
Actually, they're both real good games, yeah. Yeah, the first one, the first game with AuSable and, with Peru and Elizabethtown went into overtime, and Elizabethtown was able to sneak in a goal about, I would think, about 6-7 minutes gone in the overtime period when they're running just a 10-minute golden goal overtime, so they clinched that win. And in the nightcap, the Cougar scored in the first half and then weathered the storm the rest of the way with the Patriots, who were certainly looking to get the equalizer, but defense for the Cougars held up, and they were able to eke out that 1-0 win. So yeah, both games were very well played. For this early in the season, I talked to a couple of the coaches afterwards, and everybody seemed to be pleased with the efforts of their kids this early on. Looking forward to a good contest in the championship match. Back to action. We're right at the 28-minute mark here in the first half. It looks like there's some sort of foul called on the field, so the
Illegal throw.
Illegal throw. I see.
You don't get a lot of that call.
No, that's not too often you see that. You
see, twisting every which way he could to throw that.
As the Indians trying to put on a little pressure, defender falls down, and it's Taylor Spear up there trying to get the ball away. This is Lee with it. He sends it up, and the Indians turn it back the other way. Again, Spear with it. A little tardy on that. Gets broken up. But this is Ian Spear. Not sure if they're related or not, but they sure have the same last name. And looks like he called for a foul, so it'll be restart back the other way. Patriots again looking to see if they can mount any kind of offense. They had one nice shot early on, and since then it's been pretty quiet. Here we got some sort of an action going on right now. We get the ball in the box. Defender makes a nice play there to strip him of the ball. That was Travis Turgeon. And here's the Indians again on the offense. This is Spear. He's got Ruff with him. Sends it to him. There's a nice little give and go, but that's a little bit long. Spear still has it. Sends it over for number 18. That's Troy Seymour. He sends it into the middle. Gets by Spear, but Jacob Dick is there. He sends it in for Ruff. Ruff for Spear. The Indians possessing the ball well here, but the Patriots finally turn it around. Comes back out towards midfield. This is Lee. I'm sorry. That's Burrell with it. He sends it over. It's kicked back up to the front. Kennedy's there, and the ball goes out of bounds. Patriot throw in. And here come the Patriots. That's Burrell with it. Sends it down the left wing for number 18. That's Colin Pope. Pope decides to send it back for Pulsifer. Pulsifer beats his man, gets back to the ball, takes it down in the corner, and can't get by Turgeon, and that ball gets turned around and kicked out of bounds, so it'll be a Patriot throw in. Patriots trying to sustain a little bit of pressure here with 25 minutes to go in the first half. Down 2-0, and I don't think they can wait too long. There's a nice throw into the box, and push off on the Patriots, so the ball will go the other way. All right, back to action here. Turgeon puts the ball in play, bounces over the head of the defense. This is Spear with it. He's got a little bit of space, but can't get it over to Taylor. Spear. And here come the Spear twins again. Tries a little back kick, but I don't think they were on the same page there, and the Patriots clear it over the sideline. It'll be a throw in for the Indians. This is Rhino. He turns it back upfield. Austin Facto, first time we've called his name. And here come the Patriots on the offense. This is Pulsifer with it. Sends a nice through ball, but number 22, that's Adam Duquette, is there to break that up. Slow that momentum down a little bit. Patriots will throw the ball in. Again, Duquette breaks that up. And that gets stolen by Pulsifer. He tries to beat Turgeon, but can't. And again, the ball rolls out of bounds. So again, the Patriots working the ball deep into the corner, but don't seem to be able to break it into the box to get any decent scoring opportunities. But they're, I'm sure they're doing what Coach Marvin is asking them to do, to get it down into that corner and bring it to the end line and work it. So he'll get a corner kick out of this one. This is Ruff with it. Sends it into the middle for, let's see. Boy, I don't have number 7. Okay, that's Jacob Dick. Sends it down into the corner. And Butler will shield that. Thought he was shielding it out of bounds, but the ball never made it out of bounds. Here's Spear with a blast that gets blocked off the foot of Kyle Sprague, so that'll be a corner kick for the Indians. You're both standing there thinking that the ball had rolled over the end line, but it hadn't.
Got to be completely out.
And referee Dickinson said, "No, I'm going to stand right here. If you two guys are going to stand right here," the whistle never blew, so they turned it around, and the Indians got a decent scoring opportunity out of it. I think the AuSable coach might not be as pleased as he could be with his with the play of his defense so far in the first half. Here's a corner kick. Ball is in the box. Hits the ground, skips right through everything. This is Facto with it, trying to turn it back the other way. He does. Gets blasts off the belly of one of the Indian players, and that'll be a goal kick. Lee will put the ball back in play. Ball gets intercepted in the center, but goes right back to the back line of the Indians, who put it back up front. That's Jacob Dick with it, looking for a little bit of space. Sends it back for Spear. Spear puts a left-footed shot and goes wide of the net. Lee will put the ball back in play. That's Kennedy, sends it up for Ruff. And Ruff's going to get that call. But, that was Nick Rhino, came in leading with his elbow. And referee Bushy said, "No, that's not how you play this game." So he blows the whistle, be a Nice set piece for the Peru Indians here, about 35 yards out. That's Kennedy. He'll loft one into the box. Ruff is there. He doesn't get a head on it, and looks like we're going to get a call. Oh, he called him offside. Again, Lee puts the ball in play. Takes it up the left side. This is number 16. That's Jacob Montefusco. It's the first time we've called his name in this game. Send that up for Facto. He's working. Can't quite keep control of it. Here's Ruff with it. Sends it in for Spear. Spear looking for Kennedy. Kennedy touches it forward for Dick. This is Spear back looking to make a nice little back pass to Ruff, but that got broken up. And here come the Indians again, and Spear gets a left-footed shot off, but it's just a little too high. What's up, Mike? This is Spear with it. Sends it for Kennedy. Kennedy sends it over for Ruff. Ruff looking to cross. He does. Nice ball into the box, and it's headed away by Butler on the defense, and that'll be a goal kick. And we're back to action. Getting the ball. Patriots having a little hard time getting the ball over midfield. This is number 16, Jacob Montefusco. He gets that ball taken away. I guess I don't have a number 33, so he must have changed his jersey, so not exactly sure who that player is. But we'll just let him. We'll call him number 33.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Must be Larry Bird. Patriots throw the ball in. This is Butler with it. Looks to send one in, but it gets by Lee. Kennedy comes back with it. Tries to send it up the wing for Spear, but he can't corral that one. It goes out of bounds. It'll be another Patriot throw in. 16:45 to go in the first half. The Indians with a 2-0 lead. Indians will throw the ball in. And it gets knocked out by Ken. Here's a ball. It's rattled off the back of one of his defenders' head and rolls back out to Jeremy Wood. Wood picks up the ball and punts it over towards the near sideline. And that ball goes out of bounds, so it'll be an Indian throw-in. That's Depot with it. He tries to get it up for Montefusco, but that gets broken up. Spear. Trying to get it over for Kennedy, but goes by him. Ruff picks it up, sends it back into the center. This is Ian Spear with it. Sends a nice ball in for Ruff, but he gets beat down there to the ball by Nick Rhino. Rhino turns and knocks it out of bounds, so it'll be a Indian throw in. This is Spear. Had a nice goal last night. About from the same angle. Kicks this one, goes for the far post on this one. His goal last night, he beat a defender, came in on the left side and put a low shot on the post side of the goaltender and beat him down low. Nice shot from about 10 yards out. This is Ruff. Sends it into the middle, but there's no blue shirts there. This is Butler, turns it around the other way. Again, the Patriots having a little hard time generating offense at this point. I suppose that has something to do with the tough play of the Indian defense. This is Pulsifer. He gets tangled up with Facto. It's Depot in the center. Here's Montefusco. Sends it back to Larry Bird. Over for Matt Kelly. And he gets that ball taken away. That's Duquette. He kicks it out of bounds. Slows that rush down. Patriot throw in. This is Pulsifer with it. He gets that stolen away from him. And that ball is going to squirt towards the sideline. Butler tries to save it, but goes out of bounds. Here comes Indians down the sideline, straight into the box, and he gets taken down. No call on the foul, but as the ball squirted away from him, went right to Justice Ruff's foot, and at that point it went to Taylor Spear, who knocked it in. So it was Ian Spear who made the run down the right side, beat everybody, and got taken down in the box. And as he did, the ball squirted loose, and Taylor Spear was there to knock it into the empty goal. So we'll put the Indians up by a 3-0 score, 12-28, 13-28 to go in the first half. Indians goal scored by number 10, Taylor Spear, assisted by number 8, Ian Spear. And you heard first, folks, on the public address announcer, that the goal going to number 10, Taylor Spear, and the second one of the afternoon.
PA announcer sounds a lot like Bob Shepard.
Bob Shepard?
The late Bob Shepard.
Oh, yeah? I don't know who that is, but...
What?
I'm sorry? I'm sure you called something for the Yankees. Has something to do with the Yankees. Here's the Indians on the attack again. That's Ian Spear goes in, and Jeremy Wood comes out and makes a nice save on that. Hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities to make saves. Most of the shots that he's faced so far have gone behind him, but that one he came off his line and defended it nicely. So here's the Indians with a corner kick. Send it out long. There's a nice header by number 14. And I don't have a 14 on my list here, so I'm not sure who to call him. Maybe I can find that little one. Nope, sorry. Don't have a 14. Got a name on here with no number, so I apologize to all of his fans out there, but and he's certainly out there to play, and he draws a foul on that was going to be a there's a ball that goes into the far side of the box. This is number 10, Taylor Spear, tries to send one in. Wood comes out, cuts that off. And send it back the other way. And the Patriots. Again, the Indians stop that threat, and the ball's out of bounds. It'll be another Patriot throw-in for his coach. All right, folks, back to action. This is the Patriots looking to generate a little bit of offense. That ball gets cut off at midfield. This is Pope with it. He tries to get it over for Pulsifer, but that gets broken up again. Here come the Indians back the other way. This is Kennedy with it. Back for Dick. And that gets broken up by number 20, Kyle Sprague. He goes down. And the Patriots will get a restart the other way. Robert Lee will put the ball in play. Sends it up the left side. For Kelly, the ball goes out of bounds. Patriots will throw in. This is Pulsifer. Takes it to the end line. Keeps it in. There's a nice shot. I believe it was crossed out by the defense. Patriots keep it in. Facto gets a foot on it, and it rolls over the end line. Gonna be a corner kick. Yeah. Okay, Patriots put the ball in play on the corner kick, and the goaltender Mike Dennis comes out and picks that one off. He sends it out to midfield. Patriots control. This is Pulsifer with it. Tries to get it through, but Turgeon is there to turn that around. This is Pope with it. He works hard, gets it up to Facto. Facto sends it into the box, and it goes right by Monofusco. Here come the Indians back the other way. This is Spear with it. Sends it up to number 14. Again, I'm not sure what his name is. There is a McCall on the roster with no number on it. Could be him. Indians with a throw-in. $7:25 to go in the first half. Indians with a 3-0 lead. Here in this third place game of the NCCS Cougar Pizza Hut Invitational Tournament, coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Athletic Complex in Champlain, New York. And we get a foul on the Patriots, so the Indians will get a restart back the other way. Jacob Dick puts the ball in play. Sends it up for Kennedy, but it goes over his head. Here come the Patriots back the other way. And it's number 17, Matt Kelly. That gets taken away. Lee is back there to pick that up. Sends it over for Butler. Butler tries to send it up to his left halfback, but it gets picked off by Dick, and that pass gets broken up. Here's Powers with it. He gets that broken up. Dick tries to send it back in the center. Sprague is there to send it back the other way. There's Dick. Gets the ball taken away. And that one gets broken up by Turgeon. He sends it up to the middle for Spear. Spear sends it back for Taylor Spear, back to Ian Spear, Spear to Spear. Sends it down the right wing for Dick, who makes a nice move to get around Butler, puts the ball in the box. There's number 14, puts a shot, and it's in the net. I was worried about that because now I won't know what his name is. He looked like a pretty skilled player, and I thought the odds of him actually putting the ball behind Jeremy Wood were pretty high. We'd have to find out down there in the stands what his name is. Got it. 14 from 8. What's
5:18 showing in the first half. It's now 4-0 for Peru. Peru, as Joe Southwick mentioned, was in a heated battle last night with Elizabethtown Lewis Lions. say MVAC Class B, Section 7 Class B powerhouse that always battles Shazy. And Cougars 1-0 victors over AuSable Valley. So just based on one team's competition against another's, you would have to say that the Cougars will probably have a very tough game when they play the Lions in the championship contest. Joe has been busy. He's been finding out what this number 14's name is here. We expect no less from Joe Southwick, dedicated. He wants to be able to announce who scored, and he can't do it.
Indians goal scored by number 14, Ryan McCall, assisted by number 8, Ian Spear.
So you said there was a McCall that didn't
Oh
have
yeah,
a number?
it's on the roster. It just didn't have a number.
All right.
I'm gonna write it in there so you can keep this for you. All right. So we're back. Sorry about the. Calvin did a pretty good job of covering for me, I'm sure. Just didn't have the young man's name who scored that goal, and we wanted to give him credit over the public address system and on the. And on hometown television, so if we didn't catch it before, it was number 14. Oh, there's a nice shot off the crossbar. Not sure how it could have been offside, but the ball was at the back line. I'm confused about that unless he was offside before the shot. But anyway, it doesn't...
It must have been, but once the ball hits the goalpost, I would think it's a...
Yeah, it is...
It hadn't touched anybody.
Yeah, well, it's not. I'm not sure when he decided that was the right call. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We were not up here to second guess the officials. Either way, the ball didn't go over the goal line, so it really doesn't matter. Ruff did put a shot on the rebound, but he kicked it right into Jeremy Wood's belly. So either way, it was a pretty nice scoring opportunity for the Indians that all went for naught. Anyway, yeah, back to the fourth goal of the contest. Number 14, Ryan McCall with the tally, assisted by number 8, Ian Spear. Ian Spear's been in on pretty much all but one of the goals so far. So he's showing some pretty good output.
2 minutes.
Or so.
Should have said 1:57.
Ah, okay. I should have, but I didn't. Here's the Patriots. Oh, Montefusco trying to get a shot off, but couldn't get his feet quite right. I suppose it would be a real problem if number 33 scored as well. I'd have to go down and find out what his name is. We just call him Larry Bird?
Larry Bird.
All righty. This is Ryan Lee. He sends the ball over the right wing for Pope. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Peru throw in. Pulsifer's there. Watches it go over the end line. I'm sorry, this sideline. Okay, the Indians will put the ball back in play. Comes up to midfield. Pulsifer heads it back in. Montefusco and Burrell are there. But Burrell overruns the ball, and Lamica sends it back the other way. This is Spear, sends it up to the right wing, but there's no blue jerseys up there. So everybody's running after it. Patriots come away with it. This is Butler. Gets it up for his midfielder. Burrell tries to beat Duquette to the ball, but doesn't. This is Spear down in for Taylor Spear. And that gets broken up. I suppose I could have counted down the last 10 seconds, but
nice.
Can't be doing everything, Calvin. You know, there is a limit to my talents. We haven't found it yet, but there certainly is one. All right, so after 40 minutes of play, the score is the Indians approve 4, the AuSable Valley Patriots 0. That critical. All right, folks, we're back underway here at NCCS Athletic Complex for the start of the second half of this third place game of the NCCS Pizza Hut Invitational Soccer Tournament, with the Peru Indians with a 4-0 lead over the AuSable Patriots. See if the AuSable coach talk to his players and spring a little life into them. Make a little bit of a difference here in the second half. It's been certainly all Peru in the first half. Patriots with a very few scoring opportunities, very few offensive punches. A lot of play in the middle of the field. The Peru defense has been pretty stout. This is Jacob Dick with it, and a little pushing and shoving, so it'll be a Patriot ball the other way. This will be Robert Lee on the kick. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Turgeon. Patriots will throw the ball in. This is Ryan Lee. And we're going to have a foul called here, so it's going to be a direct kick for the Patriots just outside the box. And here's a nice scoring opportunity for the Patriots early on here in the second half. Robert Lee will take the kick, sends it, lofts it to the far post, goes over the head of that young fella over there. And if he turns around, I'll tell you what his name is. Probably Kyle Sprague, I would guess. Anyway, nice scoring opportunity early on, second half for the Patriots. Skips by everybody. Nice service into the box by Robert Lee that Sprague can't quite get ahead on. And looks like the AuSable team may have repositioned some of his players. I think Sprague was on the defense in the first half. But coach looking to mix things up a little bit, see if he can't generate a little bit of offense. This will be Pulsifer on the throw-in. He sends it up for Sprague. This is Montanero is number 3.
Well, looking at the flag, Joe, the wind is blowing from right to left.
So that's going to favor this end of the field, the north end of the field, I would assume. And
Favor the south, yeah. Team going to the north.
Right, okay. It's going to be, the wind is blowing from right to left on your radio dial. Again, the Patriots with a set piece. This one just a little bit further out. Robert Lee sends that one into the box as well. When this time Sprague gets a foot on it, but nowhere near the goal. So it'll be a goal kick for the Indians. Again, the Patriots showing a little bit of pressure here early on in the first half. But according to Calvin, it's all because they got the wind at their back.
Don't go putting words in my mouth.
Well, I thought that's what I heard you say. Here comes Spear the other way. He gets taken down. No whistle. That's Duquette with it. Sends it up for Spear. Spear sends it down the sideline for Dick. It gets played out of bounds by Robert Lee. It'll be a corner kick for the Indians.
Now we're looking away from the Peru goalie, but I was also under the impression that the goalie had to be in big contrast to the rest of the team color-wise, but he's kind of blue.
You're right. There's a long ball sent down to the Indians' end, but all the Patriots' offensive players were deep in the box on that play. Ball goes out of bounds, and we got a whistle on a play. The Indians will restart.
They're doing setting up a garage sale over by the ticket booth.
Is that what? Oh no, it's a fundraiser for the hockey club, hockey team, or youth hockey, or some hockey business. They're selling, I believe they're selling a little discount coupon booklets that you can use at area restaurants, area merchants, and whatnot. Actually, a very good value. I don't know all the details of it, but if you stop at the brightly covered table
On your way out,
somebody will tell you all about it. That's Eli Blaze that had the ball for the Patriots, trying to clear it out. This is Spear. He takes it down on the sideline, but loses it. Butler will throw it in. That's up for Pope. Sends it into the center. It's Kennedy with it. He gets by this ball coming back the other way. Pulsifer trying to send a long ball up. Gets broken up by, that is Lamica. Butler up with it. Gets it past the defense. That's number 11, Blaze, on the left wing. Blaze orange on the back of his cleats.
okay.
Oh, what would you call it?
I call it Blaze Orange.
Blaze orange. Absolutely.
Orange.
This is Pulsifer with it. That's McCall trying to break that up. He's got a twisted ankle or something, but he's back up. Indians trying to get it out of their zone. That's Burl, can't quite handle it. He's got it now, puts a left-footed shot, and Dennis is there to grab that one.
With his blue shirt.
With his blue shirt. I think it's aqua.
Which is in the blue spectrum.
That's in the blue spectrum. I think it's a third place game. Doesn't really matter that much. I believe he had that shirt on last night, though. But they were wearing white. Yes. Indians put the ball back in play. It goes out of bounds. Another throw in for Peru. And we got substitutions. All right, back to action. The Indians throw the ball in. Scoots all the way back to Jeremy Wood. He rolls the ball out to Colin Pope. Pope looking to make a run down the left side. Gets knocked off the ball by Dick. Dick sends it back for Spear. Or ahead for Spear. Spear to Spear. This is Pulsifer on the defense. And we've got a whistle on that. I'm not sure about that call, but again, we're not up here to second guess the officials.
Well, it seems like you are.
Just talking under my breath.
You're calling what you see.
I
It's the same thing they're doing. That's
Calling what you see, yeah. I didn't see much of a foul there, especially in a 4-0 soccer game.
okay, let it get out of hand. Let it get out of hand. That's Joe's attitude there.
I see. Now that. All right, I agree with that call.
There you go. At least he didn't bite the other guy's shirt. He just grabbed
Right.
it.
He bit his own shirt.
All right.
Okay, Robert Lee will put this ball in play. Sends it up for Montefusco. Oh, I'm sorry, Montanaro. Not to be confused with Montefusco. Actually, that's another one that's missing from the lineup tonight is Xander Connors, number 4, not in the lineup tonight. So the AuSable team playing at least a couple men down. This is Lee, watches it go out of bounds. We have another foul. Referee Bushy needs to have a conversation with Robert Lee. He does, and the Indians will have a set piece outside of the box. 29:30 to go in the second half. That ball goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for the Indians. This is Dick, back for Spear. He tries to send it back, but it gets knocked out of bounds by Lee. Indians will throw the ball in. I don't see a whole lot of enthusiasm out there in either team. Do you, Calvin?
No.
I suppose it's a bit difficult to play for a third place game, but you know, the fact of the matter is that this is a preseason game, and it's I think they ought to be playing it like it means something.
Well, you end up playing like you practice, and this is they should be out here trying to learn something that they can take into the regular season.
I can't agree with you more. I know that this particular game doesn't have a whole lot riding on it, but again, you got a whole season of 15 or 16 games left to go, and I think that they ought to be starting off with a little bit more energy. And I don't know if the coaches are going to mention that to them or not, but who knows? It's hot. It's a third place game. I can see where the enthusiasm level maybe just a little bit less than what it normally would be.
Friday night.
And it's a Friday night.
Last Friday night of school summer vacation.
Last Friday night of school summer vacation. These kids only have a couple more days of summertime, then it's back to school next week. So all of those things factored in. It's still a soccer game. I think they ought to be playing hard.
Okay.
Here's an opportunity for Burl, but he gets called for the handball. Unfortunately, that looked like it might have turned out to be a nice offensive opportunity for the big guy. But fortunately, the ball bounced up and hit him in the hand. This is Pulsifer. He sends it back. Dick is there. Tries to get it into the box, but Lee breaks that up. Here's Spear. Spear, nice move. Taking it in the corner. He's got 2, 3, 4 white jerseys on him. And he tries to get the cross over, but it's defended nicely by the Patriots. So it'll be a throw in for the Indians.
He just bounced it up.
He did. I think he's objecting to the defender standing so close to him, and I think referee Bushy was going to come, or Dickinson might come down and have a little conversation with him about the whole affair.
I couldn't quite get that on camera, unfortunately. But you're standing 2 feet away from somebody, you don't bounce it off their head.
Okay.
At least not in my in my gym.
This is rough. Puts the corner kick into the box. Wood comes out quite a ways to punch that away. The Indians had a nice little opportunity there, but the offensive player couldn't quite get his foot on it. So Patriots dodge a bullet there. Another foul called. 26 minutes to go in the second half. Lee puts the ball in play. Gets it over midfield. Goes all the way back to Turgeon. He turns and sends it back the other way. This is Pulsifer with it. He makes a nice play to retain possession. Here's Facto back to Pulsifer. He overruns the ball. And Turgeon comes away with it. There's Spear. Sends it back for Powers. Here's a ball on the right wing. This is Kennedy. He's looking for a little bit of room to send a cross in. He does. Spear with a header, and it goes over the end line. All right, Patriots put the ball back in play. Headed out of bounds. It'll be a throw in. Butler throws the ball in for Pulsifer. Back for Butler, goes over his head, and that's going to go out of bounds. We got substitutions. All right, we're back to action here. I didn't really notice this, but it looks like Coach Harrigan's only got one sub over there. Got 14 names on the roster, but it looks like he's only, or 15 names on the roster. Looks like he's only fielding 12 tonight. So you had a few people that decided that the third place game wasn't even worth getting on the bus to get here.
Well, you got blue shirts on the bench there, and just don't have the shorts on. So
Could be injured. Who knows? I think he had a few more playing last night. I'll try to figure out if we saw a couple. I don't think I've seen Mark Fordham or Cody LeDuc.
Number 11's over there.
Yeah, Eric Mitchell. And I don't recall whether they played last night or not. But anyway, it's a hot night, and boys are getting their playing time. This is Burrow with it. Tries to go wide. He's still got it. Duquette on the defense. And the ball, I think it rolled over the end line. Looks like we're going to have a foul on Peru, so it'll be a set piece for the Patriots, just like a corner kick. Burrow will take it himself. Sends the ball into the box. Hits the ground. Pulsifer can't get a shot off. And Powers clears it out. Oh, I'm sorry, Lamica clears it out. And that ball rolls over the end line. Going to be a corner kick. Burrow will take the corner kick. Sends it out to the middle of the box. Gets headed out by the Peru defense. Burrow sends it back in. Here's a shot by Facto, but doesn't get much wood on it, and it gets knocked back out to the open space. This is Rough with it. We got two Patriot defenders back. The wood is way out to play it. Plays it. Here's McCall to Spear. Spear. Taylor Spear. He sends it in the middle, but it gets taken away by Pope. The ball goes the other way. Here's Facto. Gets a nice pass in, but it's broken up by Powers. Facto will throw it in. Looking for Burrow. Broken up there by Powers. This is Lee. Sends it to the center for Pulsifer. Pulsifer with a head of steam. Going to get a shot off. A little slow roller that Dennis has no problem with. This is Dick. Turgeon pushes the ball up to the center. Spear battles with that. It goes by Butler. But Pulsifer. It's not Pulsifer, that's Robert Lee, I'm sorry. He's on the defense. And he gets it away, but Spear to Spear. Nice pass to Taylor Spear, but he wasn't really expecting it. And Robert Lee is all over the place, and I'm not sure what the call there was.
Blue charge.
A blue charge. Okay. Apparently he was playing the possession, and the charge looked like it happened quite a bit before that, so that's okay. We'll give him that call. Here's Burrow. Can't get past Duquette. This is Lee. Sends it over for Larry Bird. Tries to get it out to the winger, and that's Sprague with a shot. Goes off the crossbar, and Yeah, I believe that's Ryan Lee was there to pick up that rebound. Nice shot by Sprague. Goes off the crossbar. Dennis did all he could on it, but the ball bounced loose, and I believe it was no. Yeah. From the two players that don't have a list. Here you go. You can have the microphone.
All right.
I got a break.
I got to find out who Larry Bird really is, then. It's fine for the hometown cable audience, because we all have a sense of humor, but the only goal that Patriots have scored thus far, if he announced that Larry Bird had the assist here at the crowd in the field might not find it as amusing. Our hard-working announcer, Joe Southwick, is back. He's out of breath. Had to run up and down those stairs. But Larry Bird has been taken out of the game, and he's been replaced by...
Number 5, Austin Facto. Assisted by number 33, Hank McCormick.
Be back. All right, folks, we're back to action. After that goal, the Patriots' goal goes to number 5, Austin Facto, on a nice, good positioning on that rebound. Great shot by number 33, Hank McCormick. Yeah,
Formerly known as,
also known as,
AKA.
yeah, also known as Larry Bird. Now we have a real name for him. Not that Larry Bird's not a real name, but it's not his real name. Spear sends the ball to the corner of the box, and Dick heads it over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for the Patriots. Here's Spear. Tries to send a through ball to Dick, but that gets cut off by 13 is Rhino. There's Pulsifer. Sends it back for Powers. Powers to Turgeon. Here's Powers in the center. Gives it for Spear. Spear beats one man, puts a low shot in, but Robert Lee blocks that. Out for Burrell. Burrell to McCormick. Back to Burrell. Burrell goes down. And this will be a restart for the Patriots. Pulsifer decides not to take it. Lee will take it instead. Sends it into the box. Headed out by Powers. This is Spear the other way. Sends a ball up for Ian Spear, but that gets broken up by Butler. Spear and Butler go shoulder to shoulder, but apparently Spear had his hand on him, so referee Bushy says we'll have none of that. Go back the other way. 15 minutes to play in the second half of this third place game here, the NCCS Pizza Hut Invitational Soccer Tournament. This is Facto, the goal scorer. Burrell, he gets knocked off the ball by Turgeon. I'm sorry, Kennedy. And that whistle will go against the Indians. Lee will put the ball in play. There's a ball into the box. Dennis plays that. Of course, Calvin, these two teams will face off in the regular season just one time this year, so I don't know. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on out there. They probably will remember one another when it comes to that. When it comes to that game, I'm thinking that they'll probably play in with a little bit more of an intensity than this one.
Well, this is kind of Sable Valley is the closest rival distance-wise, Peru.
Sure.
So it's
Yeah, but being in different divisions, they only get to play them once, so it's I guess when they do face off with one another, they go right at it. And both have football programs, so I'm sure that plays into it a little bit. There's a ball in the box. Dick turns around, puts a left-footed shot. Nice stop by Jeremy Wood. And that's going to be a corner kick for the Indians. Here's a kick in the box. Cleared out by number 13. That's Rhino. I keep forgetting his name. I'm sorry. There's Blaze. Oh, that's not Blaze. You got Blaze orange cleats. It is Blaze. It's McCormick. Gets knocked out of bounds. Indians throw the ball in. This is rough. Goes out of bounds. Be another Indian throw in. Cleared out by Pulsifer. Turgeon gives chase. It's number 16, I believe. Montefusco. Indians back the other way. Here's Ruff with it. He gets knocked off the ball by Pulsifer. Pulsifer is in the center, looking to get a shot off. This is Montefusco. Sends it back for Pulsifer. Pulsifer tries to work the ball through the defense, but can't. Comes back out for Butler. Butler over for Lee. Lee punches it back up to the left wing. And it goes off an Indian defender. So the Patriots, a little bit of penetration here. There's Burrow, left-footed shot, way wide of the net. That dog wants to go after the ball, but the owner says, no, you can't. It's too big for you. She got in a little bit of trouble this morning when she ate Paige's bagel.
oh. You had to feed Paige bacon strips and you gave the dog bacon.
No, bagel, not bacon.
Oh,
it was a bagel, with cream cheese.
Oh,
Dogs got to eat too, you know.
I know.
Anyway, here's a ball down in the corner. This is Facto with it. Turns around, sends it into the box, but Kennedy's there. Turgeon, I'm sorry. No, it is Kennedy. The two look a lot alike. No, that was Turgeon. I'm sorry.
They dress alike.
And they dress alike, and their numbers are simply transposed. So. Yeah, it's cleared out. This is Spear with it. He's still showing some speed after 30 minutes of non-stop action. Not sure he's even come out of the game. We got just under 9.5 minutes left in the second half. Indians 4, Patriots 1. This is Spear. Sends it over for Taylor Spear. Taylor looking for somebody to cross to. Leaves it off for Dick. Dick puts a cross in the box. And nice play by Lamica there. That one looks like it could have, or I'm sorry, Nick Rhino. Could have been a dangerous move, but he knocked it down and touched it over the end line. It'll be a corner kick for the Eagles. The Indians. We have no Eagles out there.
No.
Not even in the tournament.
No.
I'm not sure where I came with that one, but they all should be called Eagles.
No, there's 3 Eagles in the area. That's enough.
Okay.
Westport, Beekmantown, and Shazy.
Right. There's some Eagles down at AuSable Point, too. I've been told. This is Burrow. Puts a shot. And that goes over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick. Indians will put the ball back in play. Burl can't quite come up with it. This is Spear. Lee is there to break that up. He turns around, sends it the other way. Defended there by Lamica. That's Pope. Sends it over for Burl. Burl sends a weak shot in that Dennis comes out and grabs. Spear elbows it forward. Referee Bushy says, no, you're not allowed to do that. Lee puts the ball in play. This is McCormick. Turgeon battling for it. It's going to be a corner kick. Just under 7 minutes to play in the second half. Burl with the corner kick. It's in the box. Dennis comes out and plays that without a problem. Tosses the ball out for Spear. Spear and Butler collide. Butler comes away with the ball. Sends it into the center for Pulsifer. Pulsifer over for McCormick. McCormick for Lee. Lee takes it down the sideline. Beats one defender. Brings it back in, but Ruff is there to break that up. Probably not Lee. Sorry, that was Burl. Excuse me. Sends the ball in the corner for Montefusco. Drops it for McCormick. Ball squirts out. Burl is there. He sends it in the corner for Montefusco. Back for Burl. He loses it. Ruff is there to pick up the loose ball. He just boots it forward. This is Ian Spear. He gets bumped off the ball. And Bushy will again make the delayed call. Mr. Bushy will make the delayed call. This will be a set piece for the Indians. Patriots are running back to be on defense. Indians with three guys in the box. Ball comes in. And it's bounced around. Spear's the first one to get to it, and he hits it with his arm. Referee Bushy says that's a handball. Go back the other way. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the second half. Well, I guess the call went against the Patriots. So this will be Dick sends the ball in. Headed out nicely by Butler, who's had a real solid game on defense. Ruff sends that one in, but no one's there but Robert Lee. He sends it back the other way. Montefusco has it go off his leg. And it'll be a throw in for the Patriots. Cormick throws it in. Booted back the other way. Rhino. This is Spear. Tries to send it up for Ian Spear. And that ball will go out of bounds. It's going to be an Indian throw-in. Ball still in play. And Dick puts a shot onto the side of the net, so it'll be a goal kick. 3.5 to go in the second half. The Indians with a seemingly commanding 4-1 lead. This is Kennedy with it. Turgeon battles with Blaze. Spear and Pussiful. Pulsive. Easy for me to say, right? This is Powers. Spear into the center for Ruff. Ruff looking for some space. He gets by 2 defenders. He's at the top of the box, but gets a little bit too close and rolls one by Jeremy Wood. I'm sorry? Okay. Yeah, he beat everybody and still ended up with the ball. Rolled it by Wood, came off his line to cut off the angle, but Ruff got the shot off in time and put it underneath his arm and into the corner of the net. So nice individual effort by Justice Ruff. Should be on it. All right, we get the official word from referee Dickinson. We give the goal to Justice Ruff, assisted by Kyler Kennedy.
The PA announcer going to announce it?
Yeah, he sure is. As soon as he gets a chance.
All right. Time to say the 2-minute mark, too.
All right, right. I'll do that for you.
Minutes. Indians goal scored by number 3, Justice Ruff. Assisted by number 12, Kyler Kennedy.
All right. Ian Spear with a nice individual effort to get around everybody, dribbled it right in and on the doorstep and hit it off the inside. Tried to go on the short side and hit it off the post. Wood made a nice play to clear out the rebound, and the Patriots dodged a bullet here late in the game, just over a minute to go in the contest. I don't think they wanted to give up another goal. This is Kennedy. He's going to take the shot himself. No, gives it off for Spear. Spear in the box. He gets pushed off the ball by Rhino. And that ball gets sent back up the other way. Under a minute to go. This is Dick. Out for Spear. Spear gets pushed off the ball. Butler clears it out. We'll go out of bounds. The Indians will throw the ball in. Again, here's Spear. Play is still on. And Kennedy kicks the ball. And they want me to stop the clock. I did not see any indication that they wanted the clock stop, but we will. I think we had it. Sure. All right, so we're down to the last 10 seconds of the game. And we're hoping we get through these last 10 seconds without anybody else getting hurt. Here's the Indians with it. You just let the ball roll through, and that'll be the contest. So after 40 minutes of play in this third place game in the NCCS Pizza Hut Invitational Soccer Tournament, it's the Peru Indians with a 5-1 victory over the AuSable Valley Patriots. That's the way it was. Thank you for watching Hometown Cable. Television worth your support.